Hello, 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 hello. It is Thursday. It is Thursday of some year's week. I mean, sorry, I had no idea what I was saying. Yeah, it is Thursday, which means we have another day, the last day of the last stream day for this week, and we're gonna use today, the last day of this week to stream, to continue the animation that we started on Monday. Monday we started the animation that I actually started, like fully completely started on 2 months ago. We're planning on finishing that soon. We're probably not gonna, definitely not gonna finish it this week. And I don't plan on basically fully only doing animations next week. So it means we have some more different topics next week. But we're definitely going to do some more animations next week as well, because yesterday we basically, if you only want to see one of these topics, if you want to see the 30-minute quick sketch or how we're gonna, creating the character animation, if you only want to see one of these two, there should be timestamps in the description if you want to, get there and look at only the one that you want to see. You can go to there. Yesterday we basically filled the gaps and kind of just, I guess, fine-tuned the snapshot gestures, I guess. We basically started off by creating like landmarks for, I guess, the big gestures or the big poses. Or, yeah, basically the big animations that we have to do. Like breaking through the door, we have made a snapshot, then, running around a corner really quickly, or stopping before the lever, and a few more, like climbing a ladder. And now that we have basically filled most of it with the running animation that we have to fill, we can go to creating the other custom animations. I will probably need to grab some more references for these pieces, just because, breaking through a door is quite hard to just, imagine how it'll look. So we're definitely going to need some references for that as well. We'll see where we can find the best. And then we also, I had a request, like a small topic that I wanted to look at today, which was using a depth map for as a displacement map, which we're going to look at as well. We're going to look at that probably later, maybe before we do the animation, just to kind of, I think that's a good point to talk about it. And yeah, let's go what we're going to do today. We're going to start with the 30-minute quick sketch as always, and then we're going to go into the animation. Of course, as always, I want to go get through this 30-minute quick sketch as fast as possible, so that I can then immediately go, or that we have as much time as possible for the animation and the other topic, the small one. So let's go right into Blender. There you go. Blender isn't here. Now it is. Let's go to today's quick sketch. Where's my timer? There it is. I have my references as always. Oh, I need to resize them. There you go. Okay, perfect. So today will probably be a little bit, let's say, riskier, just because I'll try to create a full body piece, which would probably be quite hard. I'll try to be as efficient as possible with my sculpting, not waste too much time on small details. We'll see how good, how well we can get through. But the timer's ready, my references are ready, I am ready. Hopefully you are ready as well. My graphics tablet is ready, so I would say we are ready to go. Let's start in, hold on, there you go. Let's start in 3, 2, 1, go. There you go. Let's go to Blender. There you go. Okay, let's begin. So, let's begin by creating the head as usual. I'm gonna grab my good old snake hook, and let's see. So we have a small mouth at the front, not too long, so we need to keep it quite small, right, like this maybe. Pull it together. Okay, need to keep it quite small, not too far off, so that might be pretty good. There you go, that's the beginning. Let's put in a nose. It's sometimes kind of hard to really grab the middle of the mesh when you have symmetry on. Or, you know, usually it's quite hard to grab it, which means symmetry creates this sort of weird double piece when you pull stuff out. But usually it works quite well. You can see it in this sculpt as well. Okay, let's create the basic shapes first before we go into any detail. And with the basic shapes, I mean everything, including the body. So this will probably take a little bit longer to just create everything that we need. But you know, we like to challenge ourselves from time to time. There you go, okay. Nice little mouth. You could maybe even already take a guess at what it might be. Pull it further back, this one as well. There you go, okay. So then we definitely need to pull this a little bit more forward. Okay, there you go. I'm gonna grab my good old clay strips brush and just add some more detail here as well. Okay, we need some more volume on the side definitely, so I'm gonna grab that, add some more over here. So yeah, you know, basically the beginning is always just about creating the very, very basic shape of whatever you want to sculpt. It's similar to when you draw stuff. I remember getting these drawing tutorial books where you have like, oh, here's how you draw a lizard, or here's how you draw a, I don't know, like a mouse. You always start with just circles or spheres or, circles or very, 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 very simple shapes. And then you just work off of them and add more detail. And that's basically, you know, the more I think about it, the more I actually think you do it everywhere. I think there's no really, there's no, I guess, skill where you create stuff like creatively, for example, or maybe even, you know, when you build a house, where you don't start off very simply or with very basic shapes. Maybe building a house might be different just because, you know, you start from the bottom and go all the way up to the top. But at least it works kind of metaphorically, because you can say, well, you start with the foundation, then you add more and more, you know, details to it. But I think then it's still kind of weird. But when you talk about, you know, stuff like drawing or painting or sculpting, of course, you always start with a very, very basic shape, and then you end with a very, very complex piece, whatever that is that you're creating. And the more I do it, the more I kind of realize, and when I think about it, you know, how common all these procedures actually are. It's even when you try to solve problems, you know, you start off very, very big, and then you go into more and more detail. When you think you have you're onto it, you know, you go more into that problem or the solution that you think could be right, and you try to see if that actually works, you know, going into more detailed analysis or detailed experiments just to see whether or not it actually works. Okay, now that I have the head looks good. I'm gonna make these eyes a little bit bigger, pull them closer together as well. There you go. Okay, so now that we have the head, we also need ears, so I'm gonna grab some ears from here. Hold on, let me see. Okay, I think the head is too long, so I'm gonna pull it forward. There you go, that's probably better. Welcome back, James. Hope you've enjoyed your Thursday. Yo. Only one more day, then it's the weekend again. Which means one of my friends asked, or my good friend asked whether or not he asked if we want to go to like a lake just to swim or whatever, or you can do multiple things at that lake, but probably presumably to swim. We're probably gonna do it. Maybe, you know, with like 24 degrees or so, so it's not that hot. But you know, it's still pretty. I think, you know, if it's too warm, it's actually kind of annoying to go swimming. Oh, AC. Oh, nice. That's nice. So you can actually enjoy the days now again. You know, when it's too warm, you just sit there and just ooze out of every pore and just hope that it's over at some point. But then when you get back, the cold, it's just like, oh my god, finally, I can live again. I feel you. Good thing is, for me at least, that my windows are facing the way where the sun is in the morning, which means it's not too warm in my room. The problem also is, though, that if it stays warm for too long, that means that the warmth also stays longer in my room, which is kind of annoying. But you know, it's not that common, so I think I have the best room in my house. I couldn't even imagine living, you know, right under or yeah, under the roof, or you know, have like a, yeah, basically under the roof. Oh no, 46 degrees? Oh no, oh my god. Oh no, I mean, good luck, I guess. I don't know what to say. Get your air soakers ready. Do some water fights, some water bombs. Oh no, I broke it. There you go. Yeah, I need to be quick today because I want to do a full body sculpt. So I try to just put in the basic shapes and then get to the next part. Okay, I think that's good for now. I want to make this wider because this looks more like a bear than a cat. But maybe we could do that later as well. Okay. There you go. I'm gonna go in here and grab the good old neck. After this quick sketch, we're gonna look into that video you sent me, because I want to actually try it. I have, you know, I understand what he's saying or what he means or what is happening in the video, but you know, it's different when you actually want to do it yourself. So when you do, when you have very, how do you call it? Like when you have very slim or thin surfaces, the problem is, of course, the cursor isn't two-dimensional. It's actually three-dimensional. So you can imagine it like a ball, but it's also only going to be displayed as a, I guess, circle. So two-dimensionally. But what is actually happening is that it's three-dimensional, which means that if you have a thin surface that you're sculpting on, the circle brush, or you know, the shape of the brush goes through the main or one surface basically of this, you know, thin sculpt, and affects the other side as well. And because the brush basically tells the surface to go deeper into the volume, it basically pinches it from both sides so that it, you know, it kind of, you know, meets in the middle. And you can avoid that by enabling front faces only, which basically means you only affect what you can see on what is basically visible to you. Or which surface is facing you, basically. Okay, this will be a little bit harder here. Oh, I need to go deeper. Oh, why are there these weird holes? Okay. I don't have a good reference for this. Let's see if we can still do it. Okay. Look at him. The sack of cat. Okay, let's begin. Full strength. There you go. Nice little pause. Let go up to the chest. Yeah, it's very useful for eyes or for ears especially. Ears are really um prone to have that problem. And it can be really annoying if you start by not having it enabled, and then you turn around to the other side of the scope, and then you just see that the huge problem you just created, and you can just hope that it's not too late to fix it. I mean, you can still fix it afterwards, but it's just annoying to do. So, you can also just enable this option, and then you don't have to worry about it. Okay. So, oh. Okay, hold on. There you go. Oh, why is it so strong? Okay, that looks definitely better than before. I need the paws need to be, further out, just a little bit. There you go. Okay. Let's add the tail. I don't know if that's really the shape that what this is supposed to look like, but I'll leave it like this for now. There you go. Smooth it out. I hope we can actually finish most of the animations today, or at least I think the plan for today is to basically to create rough sketches of them, not go into too much detail with them, just so we can create more of them, and then maybe there's going to be a stream where we're just going to detail them some more, or maybe it actually looks pretty good without having to detail them. If it conveys the message, or what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to be, then maybe we don't even have to detail them even more. Okay, so oh wait, I need to deactivate symmetry, which is bad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work on this some more before I switch off of symmetry. So okay, we don't need to do this. Okay, let's see. So this will be hard. I actually, somebody asked me if I can sculpt a cat, and I thought it would be a great idea to just sculpt like a long-haired cat. But then I realized, oh well, how are you gonna sculpt the hairs? Because usually these sculpts are pretty, I guess, smooth, which is kind of contradictory to how a long-haired cat looks like, because you have all these small hairs kind of protruding from the body. We'll see what we can do. Maybe we can kind of imitate it. We have 60 minutes to do that. Next week, we'll probably do maybe 2 days or so, probably spread out to work on the animation some more. And then we'll probably also... So the plan is maybe either on 1 day or on 2 days to do like small explanations. So probably 1 day will be like how to sculpt the nose in 1 minute, or how to, just explaining how to sculpt individual pieces of the face a little bit more, or how I sculpt them. There might be better ways to do it, but I can only speak for myself or from my experience. And then also I wanted to make a short explanation going over how I created my very, very simple skin shader that I've used for 2 pieces now. It is very, very useful, and is actually very, very easy to set up and can be expanded very easily. So I want to go into that as well. Crease brush coming in clutch here to kind of make this hairy look. Especially here, these looks too round, so we add some more over here. Okay. We could also use the snake hook brush, but we can probably do that later. Right now I kind of want to care more about the main volume. So we're just going to add some more over here as well, just to kind of fill this up some more and create this nice fur look. Oh, and then we wanted to do, oh yeah, I should maybe make a list. We wanted, or I wanted to cover or do a project where we use hair particles for fur. Just gonna test it out, see how it works, and if my theory is correct on how you can use it. I think fur is probably maybe even easier than creating a hairstyle, but we'll see about that. Okay. Doesn't look too bad. I think the face is kind of irritating right now, but we can do that in just a second. I want to add some more back here as well. Wait, let me see another image. Oh, yeah, okay. We have 30 minutes, so we have quite a lot of time to fix this. What is this? Oh, no. Okay, I don't want to make it look obese, but fur is always kind of weird to sculpt. When you do it too clean, it looks like it's just part of the skin. When you do it too messy, it can also look weird. So you kind of have to strike a good balance. It also depends kind of on how long you make the strokes. We can probably add some more over here. There you go. Gonna blend it in more. Okay, looking good so far. We definitely need some fur around the face. It looks kind of like a lion right now. So let's add some more in the middle right here as well. Just kind of going in here like this. Okay, we have some more over here. Adding some to the ears as well. Inside of the ear. Not too much, just a little bit. Although the cat that I'm looking at is actually quite furry in the ears as well. So it is actually almost filled or at least covered by hair. So maybe we can even add way more than what we had. What I had in mind first. There you go. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. You know, using this snake hook brush to kind of add some smaller hairs as well. Maybe we can do that later for the outer fur as well, but we'll see about that. It always depends on, you know, you can't really create big hair shapes with the hair, I mean the sculpt, the snake hook brush, just because it's very hard to make it look like hair, or, well, it's just easier with a smaller cursor, because then it immediately can look like hair. Otherwise it just looks like some sort of whatever, like it, I don't know, like a vine that you then have to turn into a hair. Okay, I also want to add like a small patch of hair at the top. So I'm going to add some more volume right here and then pull it out. So like this. There you go. Look at this, some more fur right there, perfect. Fur it out. Okay. Yeah, I think that's coming together quite well. We might even need more detail. Maybe we don't even have time to add more detail. We'll see. I want to go more into the head now. Definitely in here. We need some more depth right here. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Get it? Okay. We have the eyes, of course. Let's create some eye sockets for some eyes. You know, I think the biggest problem for this scope will be the eyes, actually. Just because, of course, cats don't just have like these pure black eyes. But, well, you know, that's just the best we can do here for these quick sketches. I'm not going to make a new eye model just for these. And I'm not going to change the shader that I have on my basic base mesh. So I'm not going to use it at all. I'm just going to use the good old black glossy sphere instead. There you go. Always keep in mind cat ears, you know, relating back to human eyes. If you talk about cat eyes on humans, they have a higher outer corner of the eye and a lower, higher outer corner, which means relating that back to cats. Keep that in mind, doing the same for cats. That's where it comes from. Okay, perfect. I'm gonna maybe, no, I'm not gonna do it. Maybe we can add some smaller hairs here. Okay. So now that we have basically the basic shape, we have some smooth surfaces here, which I'm gonna remove by adding more detail. Nice furry boots, basically. Yeah, there you go. Make it flatter at the bottom. There you go, perfect. Grab my crease brush again, increase the strength just to kind of work a little bit more efficiently. Add some more change here. There you go. Make this hair a little bit shorter, so I'm just gonna do very, very short strokes like this. There you go, perfect. Same over here. We don't really, or I don't really see the legs in this reference, so I'm not gonna scope them in either. Okay, perfect. We definitely need to make this wider, so I'm gonna pull this out some more. Make those hips wider. There you go. That's better. Looking from the... Oh, that's too thick. That's better. Now we can add some more, you know, fur on the side here. Not too much though. That's good. We also need the tail that we have to keep in mind. We have 6 minutes left, so we can still work some more details in here. Okay, I'm gonna pull this back just a little bit. There you go. Okay, now we have the body. We need the tail now. I want to put in the tail last, so I'm going to work on this some more with symmetry on, because, you know, I could just save so much time doing that. I'm going to save it first, otherwise I'm just going to be... My soul will be shattered if I lose this. Quick sketch day 158. Okay. We can now probably even increase the resolution to 50. You know what? No, I'm gonna detail the hair first in the front. So I'm gonna increase the strength again. Just going here, either adding or removing the mesh or volume. There you go. Create some depth in here. Make it look more like fur. There you go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Add some over here as well. Easy. Looking quite good. Yeah, we definitely need some more over here. So I'm just gonna go in here and add some more strong strokes here. You can really see now we can really work on this hair structure, especially when you look at the silhouette. It should really look like fur. Right now it looks more like some sort of weird I don't know, mass. So adding some more structure into it here can really help. There you go. Nice, nice, nice. Do we need more? Maybe over here? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Perfect. Go over here, add some more over here as well. Remove and add. There you go. Perfect. Okay, so we have the front now. I think that's okay. I definitely want to make this... pull this higher. I also want to grab my snake hook brush now and just add some more smaller hairs here maybe. Let's see. Okay, yeah, yeah. Just very, very small. Make them look still pretty, you know, they can look quite spiky if you use the snake hook brush. So what I like to do is just kind of wiggle them around to make them look more flexible. There you go. Not too many, otherwise it still looks like some sort of spiky hair. That's pretty good. We can add some over here as well. Ta-da. Perfect. Look at them. Small little hairs. Make them look very, very fuzzy. Okay. Yeah, we have 2 minutes left, so it's probably time for the tail. So I'm gonna remove symmetry. There you go. Oh, hello. There you go. Put it to this side. Add really, really a lot of volume over here. Maybe I've overestimated or underestimated the time that I need, but we'll see. Okay, there you go. Make sure that there are no sculpting artifacts. Sometimes when you use, what is it? Front faces only, that can happen quite easily. There you go, I'm gonna use my mask just to kind of... Oh no, I hate when it lags. I don't know why it does that, but sometimes when you deactivate symmetry, it just freezes for no reason for like multiple minutes. It's so annoying. Oh, okay. It doesn't wanna... It's shy. It's just shy, okay. Leave it alone. Or I should rather leave it alone. You know, it acts up when I'm sculpting by myself, but then on stream it just always happens. Oh, it always just works. Just tries to make fun of me. Make me look stupid. Okay. So I can pull this out. I don't have to add volume by just using the clay strips. I can also just, you know, invert this, and then using the snake hook brush, I can just pull it out. Easy peasy. There you go. Pull it higher just a little bit. Okay. Looks very flat, so it's time to add some more volume. You guessed it, by using the clay strips brush. Very simple, very easy. "12 seconds. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Okay, it's over. You know, there you go. And that's gonna be it in a few seconds, because I needed to wait for the mask, of course. There you go. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. Could probably be fluffier, but that's where we're gonna leave it. I'm gonna save it again, and then we can add the eyes. UV sphere. There you go. Smooth it out and use a mirror modifier. Whoa, what was that? Interesting. It should still work for the eyes, just black. It just looks maybe a little bit weird. Not too much. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Wait. One adjustment I want to do. I want this to be more over here. Not too much. Yeah, that was the problem. The expression of the eyebrows. That made it look so surprised. Okay, perfect. Okay. Save it again, and let's go to the rendering. Almost there. Let's go in here. There you go. Let's place the camera first. The cat is actually quite far down, so I'm probably going to pull it up a little bit. There you go. Put it in the center of the world. She's the middle of the world today. There you go. Place the camera. Probably too far away, but we'll see. I'm going to change the focus point first before I do anything else. Place it more in the center so that she's more in the center. Sometimes that means you have to offset the focus point off of the middle of the world, and that works quite well. There you go. Okay, first of all, of course, I'm gonna add my lighting scene. Save that. Append. There you go. Perfect. Looks immediately better. It can look even better by just going in here and adding a shader to the eyes as well, of course. Going in here, making it almost fully black, maybe even fully black. No, I kind of like it to have it more like a gray color. Very, very dark gray. Roughness 0. Oh, look at this. It immediately has these nice reflections in the eyes. Perfect. Okay. Let's see if we can adjust these lights a little bit. Let's see, what does this do? Oh, of course, that's the, I guess, you know, texture light or main light, you could say. I don't want to pull it too low, because then you can see it in this eye and not in this one. You can actually see it already, but it's not very obvious. So I'm going to leave it right there. Perfect. Okay, and then this slide, does it really do anything? If we could pull it to this side. Let's see. That's too bright. What we could do is we can create a nice silhouette on this side, which it wouldn't even work, so it might not even be worth it. What we can do though is we can pull it to this side and then just make it, I guess, dimmer, maybe 500 watt, whatever. There you go. I think that's okay. It looks kind of weird, this part here, because there's nothing there, but you know, it's too late now. Perfect. Oh, we need the shader as well, so I'm going to save it right there and append the good old crease shader. Apply it, and there you go. Not this one actually. Aha, looks pretty good already. Maybe we can do a few changes here. Let's see. We can make it brighter. We can make it darker. Oh, that's quite strong. So probably brighter. Yeah, that's okay. I think that's okay. It's not very much, but that's okay. I think the structure of the sculpt itself is already pretty good. So let's do the sculpt. I mean the render. First of all, of course, the sketch render, so we can do post-production. Where are you? There you are. Oh, hold on. Save it to, switch to render result view F12 for the render. Time to, oh, hold on before I do that. Aha, okay. let's do post-production. Pretty simple. Put that in there. Easy peasy. It's too bright, so I'm going to set it probably to 2, maybe even too high. Oh, now there's almost nothing. That's pretty good already. Yeah, I think that's okay. Perfect. Save it. And 100% and times 8 samples. Render it now. While this is rendering, I'm gonna drink something real quick. Always keep in mind to stay healthy and hydrated. My bottle is already almost empty. Let me just quickly pull up the, wait, this looks so weird because the reflection in the eyes makes it look like this is her iris, or its iris, and she's kind of, you know, being cross-eyed but just outwards. I'll just leave it like this. I think it just might look goofy then, but that's okay. Yeah, let me just pull up the video that we're going to discuss today, or test. Let's see. So it's YouTube. Ian Hubert, of course. Let's see. We have a lot of pipes. So where are the pipes? Nope. That's not it. That's yeah. Okay, so you have the model, you have the environment, then you render a depth map. You render, of course, first the image and then a depth map, so that you can then use the depth map as a bump map, basically. He uses After Effects, which we're going to use as well, and then you have different settings. You add a displacement map effect, you use a displacement map layer, which would be the depth map. Yeah, I already got it. And animating environments with depth maps. For use for horizontal displacement, max horizontal displacement 5. Use. Okay. Okay, now I get it. Is the render done? No, it's not. Yeah, I think the best way you can actually use that effect would be to use it for depth of field that you can add later. But yeah, I mean, using it for displacement, or, you know, to create a parallax effect works as well. The only problem, of course, is that you can only do it very subtly. Otherwise, you have a you know, these artifacts, because it basically just displaces the image, and displacing the image means, you know, you have hold on, nope. You have artifacts if you stretch parts of the image and leave others where they are. Okay, hold on. Quick sketch. There you go. Save that image. Go to Photoshop afterwards. Quick sketch day 158. Okay. So, time to load up Photoshop and create some post-production, or add some post-production. And there you go. So let's begin by, as usual, I mean, you know, I basically do the same every time now, but, you know, it's effective, so why not, you know, why not do the same every time? Make the grays a little bit darker. There you go. Okay. You know what? It's actually really annoying me that it looks cross-eyed because of this reflection. Hold on, let me do a small trick here. Well, that doesn't even work, right? Yeah, it's too dark. We could probably fix it though. Oh. There you go. And then we can use the blur tool to make it blurry. So it's actually has a good transition. There you go, perfect. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. It just looks weird like this. Oh, hold on. Let's use that. Don't want to go too dark. And there you go. Remove that as well. Oh, I don't want to go too far off of the eye. There you go. Gracefully and perfectly drawing with the mouse. Okay, this looks weird. Hold on, I need to fix this. What we can probably do is we can just use the erase tool. Let's see. Put it to blurry. There you go. Smooth it out. Oh, we don't want to reveal the mess behind it. Okay, yeah, that's okay, I think. Maybe we can just make it a little bit brighter. Yeah, I'll probably just use the I'll probably just use the animation environment, the first corridor. I think that could work quite well for my environment that I'm going to use. So I think it works even better if you have like a very, very deep environment. So yeah, the corridor would probably be the best option. Okay, no, that's not going to work. You're not going to see it anyway. I don't even see it anymore, so that's okay. Yet, it's time for the texture. There you go. Add that to the image. 50% as usual, and then set it to add. There you go. Okay, let's save it and then export it. Oh, where's my phone? There it is. Wrong folder, as always. Okay, there you go. Perfect. So today I learned something new about eggs. Oh, hold on. You know, we had some eggs left from yesterday. We had some scrambled eggs, or not. What is it called when you don't scramble them, but you just leave them in the egg, or you leave them as they are? So you have the egg by itself, and then you have the white around it. We had that yesterday, you know, as our dinner. We had some more left today, so I was heating it up in the microwave. I set it to, I think, 70%, whatever. I don't know what these numbers even mean. Like, it's like going down from 0 all the way up to 100. So I guess 70%. And then set it to 5 minutes. That's usually what I do. So then it has some more time to warm up, and it's not like full 100% heat for like 2 minutes, which usually means that I don't know, it just usually doesn't, you know, there are these bubbles that can build when you make it super fast, when you warm it up super fast, and I tried to avoid that. But the result of that was that the egg yolk was basically or the egg yolk was basically completely dry. It was basically like pulver, like dust basically. So I couldn't eat that. I could only eat the egg white afterwards. So that's something I'm not going to do again. Okay, so we have the camera right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a good image shot here. Oh, there you go. Probably this. That's pretty good. Yeah. So what we have to do now is we have to... Hold on, let me remove my tablet. Oh, hold on. I almost forgot to upload the image. Yeah, it basically removed the entire amount of water that was still in the egg. So there was basically only like, you know, the actual, I guess, dry part left. Which I tried some of it, but it still tasted like egg, but it was uneatable because it was so dry. Didn't really taste worse or whatever, but it was just a weird feeling. It is similar to when you, so it's almost like it looks very dry, but then once you eat it, because of your you have saliva in your mouth, and your mouth is just like moist in itself. After you put it in your mouth, it's basically like eating like a cooked egg or like a boiled egg, because then it kind of soaks up that water and it basically like a boiled egg, but it's still weird. Okay, wait, what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I want to upload the image. Nope, wrong folder. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to see you in 3 minutes once this compilation, once this upload is done. I hope you enjoy the usual compilation. I actually wondered if it's a little bit too loud. I think I'm going to make it a little bit... Wait, why is it... Oh, it's the wrong scene. Yeah, I'm probably going to make it a little bit quieter. It was quite loud when I heard it the last few times. So, yeah. Maybe. Yeah, I'm going to see you in 3 minutes, and then we're going to go into how to use depth maps for displacements in After Effects. I don't know, but you can probably do it in Blender as well. So maybe I'll try it in After Effects first, just to kind of, I guess, follow the tutorial fully. And then we're going to go back to Blender and see if it works there as well. So enjoy the compilation. There you go. Okay. It is time. It is time for the proof of concept. So, yeah. So, of course, following the tutorial, we need a an image and then also the same image as a depth map. So how do we do that? Pretty simple. We can first, of course, just use the scene here for the render, which means what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, you know, change a few settings here, and then I'm just going to reopen the scene once we go into animating, just so I can, you know, change this as much as I want, and I don't have to go back afterwards. So I'm probably going to use cycles for this. Yep, looks good to me. Let's go to rendered. Okay, so the first thing you need, of course, as I said before, is a. Well, I can't use. Hold on, let me save that as a new file, just so I don't destroy my project. Let's save it as a BB. There you go. Okay, so probably need some more samples here. Let's set that to ×4, and this maybe to ×4 as well. Okay. We probably need some more colors and some more light as well. Although, maybe not, we'll see. So we have some lights here as well. These might be quite weak. 10? Yeah, maybe 100. Okay, maybe not. Maybe 20. Oh, why is it so bright? Let's add some textures to this as well. Maybe we can just use a usual black or dark color. I don't want to make it too dark. There you go. Yeah, now we're gonna add the same material to everything else, all the other pipes. Oh, wait! Oh my god, I hate when you select something by accident and you try to unselect it, but then it selects another piece. Okay. There you go. All the pipes. Almost clicked the wrong thing here. Almost. Okay. So this one has the material, right? I think so. Link. Wait, does it? Seems like it does. Wait. Nope, it doesn't. Okay. Why are there... Oh, some of them are actually linked. There you go. Link material. There you go. Now we have black pipes. Should we change the ground as well? I think the ground is okay. We're only trying to, you know, create a simple environment, not too hard. Okay, 1920 by 1920, so it looks good to me. 128 frames, samples, looks good to me as well. So, yeah, let's do the image render first. Oh, of course. So there's one thing that I don't really understand, which is the video sequencer has this video still in here, which means if I press render, if I render the image, it doesn't render the image, the camera, it renders this video. And the only solution that I found was basically just to delete both. And then for some reason, if I do it again, wait. Yeah, oh no, okay. Now it does it, okay. Yep. Oh, let's switch the rendered view here as well. Oh, hello. Wait, please let me switch. There you go. So we're gonna render the image first. Basically the the color version, which we're then gonna use and displace using the depth map version of this scene. The depth map basically works just like a bump map. What do you mean? Have it run or not run a pass on it? Do you mean having a depth pass on it? $45 too long? We can wait. I don't know if it has to be in cycles. I just, you know. I just wanted to be in cycles. I don't know if you can use height maps. You should be able to use height maps in EV as well. Height maps? Yeah, no. The fog pass. Wait, is it a fog pass or is it just the fog? Your video doesn't render over it. Oh, you mean if there's a pass for the video and a pass for the render? Maybe. Okay. Let's save that. It looks pretty bad, but who cares? Let's put that in the probably in the animation just for now. Whoop, wrong folder. Yeah, PNG. There you go. Okay, now that we have the normal color image, let's grab the height or depth map. So what we basically have to do now is we have to determine how long this corridor is, because we have to go into the world settings. Welcome back, Jordan. Hope you had a great Thursday. Hope you're excited for tomorrow, or maybe you're even excited for today. We're testing something out, which is basically creating a parallax effect using a depth map and a normal render image to displace the normal render image. So what we need now in the world settings is the mist pass. We can determine how strong the mist will be. The depth is or the start is basically where the mist begins, and then the depth is where I guess the maximum is. What we can do now is we can basically go from the camera all the way to the end of the corridor using, hold on, there you go. We can use the measuring tool. We can go from this camera right here and just, oh, there you go. Grab this and pull it all the way to the end, which would probably be over here, which is 14.5216 meters. If you want to be very exact, we can say 14.5216 meters. There you go. And then let's set it to 0 and just see what it looks like. Perfect. So now we can, I think we have to enable the mist pass in the data set here, in the passes data list, which yeah, it's enabled right here. So now we can go to the we have to render it again. We can probably also just, I guess, remove everything else, but we can also circumvent that by going into the compositor and do it afterwards, because we have a mist pass right there, which we can then plug into the image, which basically gives us only the mist pass. So we're going to render it again, and then we have the mist pass, basically also known as the bump map for this environment. Hopefully, I mean, you know, that's how I understand how the mist works. But yeah, once we have that, we can go into into the next step. You can either basically add a, so I know of two ways how you can add this bump map effect to your images. You can either use a mist, you know, you can either use the world mist, or what you can also use is basically have to create one single object out of all these pipes and walls, and then you can add a gradient map a gradient texture to everything. But even then that might not work, because using the gradient method you basically have to create a flat texture, so that will probably not even work. But this should work. If not, then we have to look back into the tutorial, because then I don't know what you could use otherwise to create this depth map. There's no depth pass here, which is basically the mist pass. So the mist pass is basically, you know, you determine where, or the mist pass basically means that it adds mist to the environment. The further away the environment is from the camera, the wider it gets. Not wider in width, but whiter. Or like mist. The further you look into the distance of the world, the more mist you have in front of the, you know, I don't know, like the hill that you can see in the distance, which means the hill will be a little bit brighter than if it would be closer to you. There you go. Let's go into the compositor right here, and let's plug in the mist. And there you go. Now we have the mist pass only plugged in, which means we see the depth map. That back there is the closest point. I mean the furthest out point. The mist is the strongest back there, and then the closer we get to the camera, the darker it gets. Basically like a bump map. Or it's similar to a bump map. We can also invert it. That would probably be better, because that then means that we white basically usually always means furthest or high, and black means low, which is probably how the parallax effect will work as well. But we'll see. Which means we can probably just, you know, export this image and then use it as a we can invert it if we need to. So we're gonna save this depth map now as well. PNG 1920 by 1920. Why did I call it quick sketch? Okay. So now we have both images. Let me open up After Effects. Takes a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't use some sort of, I guess, a plugin for it. But we'll see. Okay. So let's switch to display capture. So we have After Effects right here. Let's import the image. Well, I can probably just drag it in. That's probably easier. Hold on, where am I? There you go. We go into 5 and animation. So we have these two images, put them in there. Perfect. So we have the normal image right there, and then we have the depth map as well, which is this one. There you go. So now what we can do is we can probably use an effect, which we'll probably see in the effects panel, which should be, where's my effects panel? It's right up there, but usually, oh, there it is. I just have to minimize this. There you go. Effects. So I'm probably not going to find it if I Google or if I type in displacement, just because this is all in German, which means I have to figure out what that means and what that word is in German. I don't know what's wrong today, but sometimes my bitrate just drops to 0 for a second, but it immediately jumps back up, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Is it this one? Let's see. Aha, there it is. Okay, it's still displacement, of course, called, but you know, in German. So now we select this gradient texture that is on top of the other one as the layer that will be used for the displacement. We can see it right here. It's number 2, layer 2, which is, oh wait, we have to select number 1. There you go. That's the source. We choose whatever, red should be good, and then let's see if it actually works. I guess we have to disable this so we can see this one. So what happens if we move it? Ah, there you go. Woo. Yeah, it works. You know, it looks weird, but that's why I said you can only really use it very subtly. Woo. It works better in this direction. Oh, but you can probably use it for some pretty cool effects, you know? Like some sort of psychedelic effect, like, ooh, oh no, everything's going crazy. There you go. And then let's use the other effect as well. Oh, we have some more settings here. What about repeat? Okay, it's the exact same. Well, what about this one? Oh, now it's getting laggy. Oh no. Okay. Let me set this back to this. Ah, okay. We can actually... Oh, okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's use the blur effect as well. So what we have to do for this is we basically have to treat this map right there as a mask, which means black means no and white means yes, which means we have to create another layer which will use the black and white image as the mask. So we have to add another layer, which would be a adjustment layer. Put that underneath here. We add a Gaussian blur to this layer, which means if we just increase it, you can see what happens. Everything gets blurry. But what we can also do is we can use this first layer as a mask. If we set this setting here to Luma mask, which basically means it takes the black and white values and it takes that as a mask. You can also just use an alpha map as the mask, but we're going to use a Luma mask. And then if we increase the blurriness, you can see in front right here, it's still pretty, pretty sharp. But the further out we get, the blurry it gets. We can also, I guess, invert the setting. There you go. Everything in the front gets blurry and everything back there is nice and sharp. Yep, that's how it works. It's basically just, okay, so so the way I understand it is that it looks at the depth map and basically says like, oh, okay, wait, I actually have to check something. Maybe we've been using it the wrong way. Wait, that's not the right thing, right? Is it? Oh, yeah, it's this way. So let's see if it works better now, if we invert it. Nope, it's still the exact same. Okay, so it basically treats this, it treats the black and white map like a bump map. It basically looks at the values and says, okay, 50% gray means that's basically just the midpoint. Everything below that is deeper and everything higher than that is higher, which means when you display stuff or when you try to displace the image, it basically, everything that is in the middle doesn't move at all. Everything that is further forward moves, or the further it is, the more it moves, and everything that is further in the back also moves quite a lot. That's basically the parallax effect. If you would create a gradient, if you would basically just create a gradient from left to right, and it is like black on this side, or it would be gray on the left side, like, you know, this, if the face cam would be the image, this would be black and this would be white. No, this would be 50% gray and this would be white. Then these pixels would move quite a lot, but the closer you get to this side, the less the pixel would move by using this displacement texture. And that's this way you can create this parallax effect. But the problem with that is, of course, as you can see, I guess the more detailed your scene is, or also dependent on, yeah, you can probably make it look better by using both the displacement effect and also the blur effect to kind of blur out this, you know, these artifacts. But you have these very, very strong artifacts that get created, which are kind of, you know, that's why you can only use it very subtly. Even then you can see this doubling effect, which is, you know, you can't really fix, I guess. But if you just want to have like very, very subtle movement, let me see if I can actually do this. Can I type in here? Oh, I can, okay. So if we go in here and create a quick property wiggle, there you go. Set it to, I don't know, like 1, 1, and 1. No, that should be good. Let's see what it looks like. Nothing happens. Hell yeah, hold on. Wait, it does move. Does it? No, okay. Why do you not move? Oh, yeah, it does, but it's too small to see. So I guess we have to change this to 5. Let's set it to 5. Wait, is there like a keyframe? Yeah, because... Yeah. Oh. Let's see. Oh, there it is. It moves. But it's very, very small, the change. Wait, does it? I'm confused. Let's set this to... No, so the first one should set a second. It basically changes the value every second right now by 5, or in a range of 5, as far as I understand this. If we set this to 50, just to be extreme. Okay, I'm confused. What if we set this to 0.25? What if we set this to 4? Okay. Oh, there you go. We see some jiggling, but I want to increase the strength. And I also have to do the same for the horizontal displacement then. Let's set it to 50 just to see if it actually does something. Oh, there it is. You can see the changes. I'm going to copy this to the other value as well, so we can have both movements. There you go. Paste. Okay. Ooh. Okay, it has to render for a second. Well, there you go. Now you can see what it does. So yeah. The problem, of course, is, you know, you can see up here you have this weird stretching. And this doubling effect, which is kind of, you know, annoying. So you can probably use it only very sparingly. But I think it can be very helpful if you kind of maybe run out of time. You kind of want to save some time to animate some scenes without having to, you know, add more, I guess, without having to render more frames. This could be an option that you could choose. Or maybe you could create some sort of, you know, abstract, I don't know, transitions or whatever, maybe. I don't know. Let's see if we can do the same in Blender now. So, yeah. Blender, there you go. So, back in Blender, let's go to the compositor. We are already in the compositor. Let's see if there's a displacement texture. Oh, there it is, displace. Okay, so, which means we have to go in here. Let's see what happens. So if we go in here and use the render result, right? We can probably also go in here and add a, oh, that's not what I wanted. Output viewer. Plug that in there. Nope, I'm gonna do something else. Reroute, there you go. Okay. So, this is not what I wanted to see. We need to see the viewer node, there you go. Why do we see nothing? Okay. I guess it just has to reload. Yep, there it is. Okay, so now we use the displacement node. We put that in there. Nothing should happen. You can see what I mean with I rather use Photoshop to do these changes, because you can see how long it takes just to do nothing to the image. So what if we do this now? Nothing should really happen, right? See, I can even see what the changes do. Because I always have to wait for this compositor to finish. Yeah, it does nothing. Okay, because we have to plug in the scale. I guess you. Let's see what happens. So we plug in the mist into this vector. What happens now? Nothing. Okay. Yeah, it could be pretty useful for very, very, you know, busy shots, probably, for like these pipes. It could probably be better for those scenes, not really when the scenes are very clean, because then you can very easily see, like this scene, for example, is quite clean. You can very easily see these artifacts. I don't think the post-processing is faster in Eevee. I think only the render is faster, or you know, the basically anything, or yeah, the render view and rendering process itself. Okay, so what happens if I change this to 1? Nothing. Okay. Why? Oh, probably because I have to enable this. Nope. 0. You can only go from 1 to 0 and from 0 to 1. Well, that doesn't work. Let me see if I can find something in the Blender manual. What is it? Blender. Oh, well, compositor displacement node. Displace node. The displace. Oh, hold on. The displace node displaces the pixel position based on an input vector. This node could be used to model phenomena like hot air, distortion, refractions, or uneven glass, or for surreal video effects. Standard image input of the displacement map. If the A color output is implicitly converted into the vector input, the first channel red value determines displacement along x-axis. The second channel green displacement along y-axis. If the input is a grayscale image where both the channel values are equal, the input image will be displaced equally on both x and y. Yeah, so it should still work, which means we have to plug it into this vector. So that's one thing we haven't tried before. Hold on. We put that in here, and then we change these values. It actually is already changed. Wait, it did something, I think. Hold on. Did it? It did. It moved. What if we set this to 10? Aha, there it is. We need higher values. 100. There it is. Okay, yeah, it works in Blender as well. But it's, you know, slow AF. Yep. Okay. So now we solved the problem of how we can do it in Blender as well. So if you ever want to use it in Blender, now you know what you have to do. You have to figure out how long this corridor is, or how long your environment is. You then set up the mist in the passes. No, in the mist pass setting in the world settings. Then you go to view layer properties, include the mist, and then you plug the mist into the displacement node. In the vector plug, you use we don't even need the denoise node necessarily, but you put the image into the image, and then there you go. We can change the y and x and y scale to get this displacement. So I think, so he actually showed it in the video that he uses After Effects. What we've done the first time we tried it, he used After Effects for the displacement as well, and he maybe even just rendered it so you can put it in the video. Yeah, so he used After Effects, and of course After Effects is real time, or usually. So yeah, that's why it was so smooth for him as well. Okay, now we solved that mystery as well. Let's go into the animation. Let's open this up again. Don't need you. Okay. Come on, load up. There you go. Okay. Yeah. That's why I knew he uses After Effects. Or that's why I went straight to After Effects, because I knew I knew the I guess the program he was using. Hold on, I can show you what I mean. right there. That's exactly what we had as well. You know, we had the effect control right there, and then we changed, we set the black and white image right there, and then we changed these values. Yeah, that's actually, so I created there are two videos that are kind of inspired by his videos. One of them is how to create a fabric shader in literally seconds. And then there's another one which is more recent, which is how to create realistic characters in Blender in 4 minutes. And in both, more in the first one though, I wanted to basically do the same that he does, explain something in less than a minute. But then I thought about it more, which is why this fabric shader tutorial is 5 minutes long rather than just a minute. What I like to add to these quick tutorials is like a explanation afterwards. So I structured it in a way where the first minute, shows you what you have to do. But then if you want to know more on more about the process, how I actually did it, explaining how the nodes work and how they work together to create this shader, you can just watch further and see the, I guess, more expansive explanation. That's I think a little bit more beginner friendly than what he has, or what he does usually, because he only really explains exactly what you have to do. And if you don't know what these settings do, or what these functions do, like constraints, for example, then sometimes it's kind of hard to follow them exactly. Yep. That's why I like to add like a small explanation afterwards. Okay, let's continue. So we left off basically filling this animation with the running animation. We already completed the running animation, which means now what we've done is yeah, exactly, I have to go, oh well, let's go back the minute again, let's see again. Okay, well, that's always the worst, seeing a tutorial. It explains it very quick, but you have to go back so many times that you end up working on it for like 30 minutes anyway. So why not just explain it afterwards? That's basically my idea. Make a tutorial that if you watch it and you know what you do, you know exactly what you need to do within the first minute. But if you need some more info on, what you have to do, you just watch the next 5 minutes. The problem is, it's not going to look as enticing if it, there's a difference between a 1 minute video tutorial and a 5 minute video tutorial. And you can't really, put into words in the title or in the thumbnail that the first minute basically tells you how, that if you know what you do, you only have to watch the first minute. What you could do maybe, oh yeah, that might be an option. That's actually one thing that I did for my beginner Blender tutorial that I did. The idea that I had was basically to I created, the first few videos that I've done were basically beginner tutorials for anyone that just started Blender. I basically talked about how to create a simple scene in Blender, and then afterwards, if you want to do more with the scene, the scenes that we've created were basically exactly. So that was the concept that I had for my Blender tutorials. The Blender tutorials were already like 5 minutes long, not 5 minutes, 50 minutes long, or maybe even longer. We created like either a small rocket ship, in space with a few planets, or a small, house on an island. And then basically the end of the video was basically, oh, well, now we've created the small house. But if you want to do more, you want to expand on what you have now, because now you're excited and you want to do more. I have another video in the description that kind of shows how I expanded on the environment, creating like more hills, or maybe like a blimp or whatever, adding more to the scene. And then if you want to see how I expanded it and kind of seeing as a time lapse, I made it like a time lapse. I showed how I added more to the scene, because I think especially in the beginning it's always interesting. For me, it was always interesting not really to see what somebody creates, but how they do it. That's also why I watch a lot of time lapses in the beginning, because time lapses can sometimes show you how somebody does it, especially in the macro, not really in the details really, but more, I guess, the techniques they use. And maybe that would be an that would be an option, making the actual tutorial actually just like a minute long, but then putting a link in the description to another video that goes more in depth about the video, or about the 1 minute tutorial. That would be an option as well, because then you can still keep the entice, or the interest, or the, you keep it very short, but if you still want to go deeper, you still have that opportunity, or that option. Of course, you always, in designs, you should always, make it so that the user should have as less clicks as possible to get to what they want. So, which means maybe, some people don't want to click in the description. You have to open the description, then you have to click on the link. But I think it's, yeah, maybe I'll try that at some point. I wanted to do like a very, very quick tutorial on how I create my skin shader, as I said before. So maybe that could be a video where I can test that. Okay. Because he always, he also in his tutorials always just explains it as if he expects you to know what you're doing. Which is probably good, because then you don't have to, waste time explaining what you're doing or why you're doing it. But, still. Okay, let's look through the animation to, yeah, so we left off last time, we left off basically refining the snapshot poses for the rest of the animation that we have to add, and we also added the running animation everywhere where we need it. So now we have basically the running animation, a gap for another animation, running animation, gap for another animation, and then we have all these gaps that we now have to fill with custom animations. Let's look at the current state. That's the first one that we have to add. Now he's running. We have to add one where he's stuck under the pipe right there as well. We're just turning around, running. There you go. Gets to this. This is one thing we have to add. I mean animate. Well, now he's back to running, going up to the stairs. The ladders, and then he's back to running. There you go. And there he is. Yeah. So I guess like 50% maybe of the animations are already done, just because he's running so much. So the next step would be beginning to animate the other custom animations, which means what I'll do is I'm gonna grab some more references. So I think what I'm gonna do first is, let's begin at the beginning. Let's try and find some references for when somebody, rushes around a corner. It'll probably be pretty hard to find, but maybe we can find some interesting shots that at least look similar to what we have here. Eye stick. Eye stock. There you go. Okay, let's see. So let's look up what could you even look for? No. Oh, obstacle course. Obstacle. Oh well, that was horrible. Hold on. How do you spell it again? There it is. Wait, didn't I type that? Okay. Oh, I typed. I don't know. Well, okay. I need videos. Hold on. Videos. Okay. So we're gonna look for some references of obstacle courses. Maybe those could give us good results of somebody running around a corner. This will not help us. Let's see. Nope. 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 Nothing really interesting here. No, I don't need climbing. What about obstacle course running? That's not really running. What is that? That's not running. I need running and not falling into mud. What is... Oh, nope. Well, maybe we should look for parkour. You know, sometimes to find good references, you have to be a little bit creative. You know, everybody can probably imagine like a scene where you've seen somebody run through a door, or where somebody, you know, ran around a corner pretty quickly. But then when you're trying to find good references for it, it's super hard. You know, what is this? That's not parkour, that's a swan. We don't need backflips and front flips. We need somebody running around the corner, or at least partially. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Let's say running around corner. Corned. There you go. That's a nice corner. Yeah, you know, if the first ones are already bad, then you can probably expect to find nothing. Nope. Maybe we find more on YouTube. What about running around corner? That's the music video. Nope. How to bend bullets? Well, that's not what I want to do. We could use somebody just starting to run, maybe, because, you know, the sudden change in direction basically is like starting to run from no speed at all, or almost. Okay, well. What? Okay. Run prank, maybe. Let's see. Maybe. Oh, nope, not really. Yeah, okay. Wait, that's from 2014, back when pranks were actually not staged. Maybe. This could maybe be something. Nope. That'll be kind of hard to really figure out. We went back to 0 kilobits for whatever reason. We're not dying though, so that's better than before. Probably because the router just, I don't know, messed up today. Yeah, what can we look for? Maybe we could, so of course we could just avoid looking for references by not looking for them and then doing them later, you know, but that's not really what I want to do here. I actually want to find references. So let's go back to here and maybe look for dodging. What is it called when you, oh, dodgeball, hold on. Dodgeball. Nope. Wow. I mean, you know, I guess the best references you could find would be, or you could have, would be to just make your own. Then you have the exact specific reference you need. But I'm not gonna film myself now doing it. I mean, yeah, we can probably do it pretty roughly in the beginning, just kind of have a base, and then we can go back into, you know, into the animation and see if we can I guess, optimize it with reference. Okay, hopefully I fixed the bitrate. I switched it to a different sending method or whatever, bitrate method. Hopefully that fixed it. We'll see. Okay. So let's begin. Let's begin with the beginning animation. Of course, as always, we go in here and we basically just add the hold on. We add just a few steps and then we refine them more and more and more. So those are the first ones. How much time do we have before the running animation begins? It's right there, right? Yeah. Okay. So we can immediately see one change we have to do, which is to leave this foot right where it is. You can see how it slides forward, which wouldn't really happen because you would, you know, use that left foot to propel yourself forward. So I'm just going to go in here and go to the next keyframe right here and bring it back. Is this one animated as well? Right, yeah it is, okay. So it probably begins to, yeah, if you think about it, probably this one starts to boost off right there, or, you know, get to the ground right there. Let's keep it there. Okay, then we have the other one that kind of just starts to lift off the ground like this. Put that in there, put that in here. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, like this. Okay, we still have this sliding, but that is not really because of the current keyframes. We have to add one more into the middle here, right when he flips over here, maybe over here. Let's go there. Yep. So we have to find the spot where he places his foot, which should be pretty easy to find by just, you know, placing this thingy right there, the 3D cursor. So we go back in here, that's where it is, and we place it right there. So then we can go to this keyframe and just bring the foot back there. Maybe this is too far, we'll see. It could work. Maybe we have to move this, the whole thing a little bit further over here. But I'm going to add a keyframe right there. So he actually, you know, now he actually, you know, uses his foot to boost in the other direction. One thing we probably have to add, though, is a little bit more inertia in this direction. In this direction right there. Otherwise, it just, you know, immediately turns him around, which doesn't really work because you have to, you know, boost yourself, or you have to begin moving in that direction, which means you slow down and then you start speeding up again. Which means we probably have to go in here and add, we have to move this piece here. Okay. We should probably also keep the rotation here. The leg wouldn't really rotate like this. I mean the foot. The foot is, you know, the only thing really on the ground. So there's too much friction for it to really rotate too much. We see a little bit of a shuffle, but I think that's, we could fix it, but I'm gonna keep it there for now. Yeah, if we want to, we can still fix it later. We don't really see it here in this camera view, so you know, it's not really enough, you know, too important. Welcome Ahmed Khan. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. Well, I do 3D animations in Blender. I do 2D animations in After Effects or Premiere Pro. But yeah, 3D animations I do in Blender. So what we have to do with the other leg is basically we have to, I don't know how to describe it, I'm just gonna do it. The other leg has to slow down as well. It probably comes from more of a side position. So just to kind of cheat it right here, we're gonna move it over here more, rotate it, and pull it out like this. We have to set everything in place. There you go, apply everything. Okay. And then we can see we have to change this one as well. Or what we can do is we can move these keyframes a little bit further forward. So we're gonna grab these. Wait, there's another one there. What is this one? Who cares? I'm gonna pull these more forward. Probably to here. This way we have a... Wait, does that even do anything? Okay, well I'm just gonna leave it there then. If that doesn't really do anything, then we're not gonna change it. But okay. One thing that I want to do here is I want to bring this closer to the other side. Because there's still velocity in this direction, which means the leg gets closer to the other one before it tries to move forward again. The new forward. Which means we have to use this leg and pull it forward. We should probably also create a small moment where the circle just stays in place, which I'm gonna add now, which should be right here. Before it goes forward, you know, it needs a moment before it goes forward. So I guess the easiest way we can do that would be just to select all this and move it just a little bit further to the front. Then we have to move all these to the forward as well. There you go. Then we can copy these, maybe to here. Copy these, copy and paste. We have to do the same out here. Do we? Let's see. No, we actually don't. Okay. You can see now he actually has like a little bit of time to actually, you know, to lift himself off the ground, or you know, to jump basically, or to make another step, to turn around. But it's still too sudden. So we can use this small space here. Maybe we can make it even a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna make it maybe 3 wide. We can then do the same in here. Wait, oh, I selected everything, okay. Whoop, that's the wrong window. Okay. Now that we have a little bit of space, we can use that space to kind of give him some velocity in the other direction. Because right now you can see there's nothing, it looks like he has no weight. We discussed that for the running animation. The problem is he tries to boost himself off of the ground, but it's happened so sudden that it doesn't seem like he has any weight to himself. To fix that, we add a small transition from here to here, from this pose to a pose that is more over to the right. So we go in here. We can probably just grab this, pull it over here, and then this as well. Yeah, like this. So he actually has to kind of, you know, collect his strength before he jumps off. Okay. Yeah, play it. Yeah, just a little bit of time. We can still make it smoother. Right now we don't have any interpolation as far as I know, so we can add that later as well. So now let's add some steps in between. We have this piece here, which we don't really... Oh yeah, we could probably add. Oh, we definitely want to remove or change the hand, because the hand changes not at all right now. You can see it just stays in place, which looks very unnatural. The same for this hand probably. So let's add some more to this. We go in here and let's animate the hand a little bit. So what would you do if you turn around? You would probably go further and then boost forward by moving the hand first backwards and then forwards again. Would you? Yeah, probably. So that would mean you have to move your hand first of all out more because of the velocity, like this. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Replace keyframes. We should probably also move this hand a little bit further in. What is this? Why is there a keyframe? What is keyframe right there? What is that? The head. Oh, the head. Okay. Why is the head over there? There you go. We fixed it. Okay. We could probably also move that over here. There you go. Now everything is over there. Yeah, see how he immediately has more weight to him, because he has to catch his weight on the floor with his foot, and then he boosts off. Before he immediately, you know, went into the other direction. But now he actually has some weight to himself, or he has some. It looks like he has weight that he carries. What I want to change though is I want to change the hand position in the beginning. This position right there. It is right there. That's probably good. Although, no, let's bring it closer. If he's coming from a running position, maybe that's better. Or he keeps it pretty close. No, I think that's better, like this. So what if he... Yeah. But then he has to move his hand up again. So going from here, what is this keyframe again? Spine control. Why are you there? And the foot as well, okay. So he would probably move his hand upwards. Because he wants to run again. So he goes back into the running position quite quickly. Yeah, let's keep it there for now. Also his head changes direction. There you go. We have a weird position right there. This needs to change. Over here. Yep, that's better. Okay. The other hand is still weird, so let's change the other hand. We can probably just give it like a slight animation right now. It just stays in place, which is not really realistic, you know. So we're gonna go to this hand and probably just give it like a slight movement while he's touching the wall. Maybe even it's gonna wrap around the wall, because then he can boost himself off of the wall again. So it's starting off right here, not like this, but actually wait, I want to begin this. You could probably not see it really, so it's not really necessary. He turns it in like this. Oh, that's an interesting turn. Okay. You could probably say once he goes lower, the hand lowers as well and goes a little bit further forward to get some grip on the wall and make, you know, have some more safety while being very quick and trying to boost himself forward. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Just like the slight movement can help make it look more natural, because nothing really just stays in place for a millisecond. Yeah, the position sometimes when you stop it looks pretty weird. Okay. You know? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. So now that we have the probably one thing that I want to change is the hip position. Going from here, which means, so if you're running, we look back at the running animation right here. The leg that is forward is the side of the hip that is more forward as well. So if your right hip is forward, the hip is sort of rotated right, like in the counterclockwise. If your left leg is forward, it's rotated clockwise. That's what I want to do here as well. You can see this leg is more forward, which means this hip would probably be more rotated in this direction. And then once he turns around and uses the other leg more, or the other leg is more forward, it's the opposite. So this begins probably more like, oh, okay, like this. And then it begins to turn right here. Probably right there. Maybe even here already. I want to probably keep it. Wait, it is actually. Maybe we can give this even more rotation. Like this. Then it rotates back. And then rotates even more right there. Okay. Watching somewhere? What do you mean watching somewhere? You mean in this scene? Okay, let me hold on. What's the time? Okay. So we have the hip now in place as well. And then we have the chest basically we have to add as well. So now we have this. We probably need to add a little bit of inertia to the upper body as well, which means we have to basically go from here forward and then rotate it probably over here a little bit. Hold on. In this direction. Like this. Always lurking, always doing his own thing. And then it goes back to normal. Not too much though, he still keeps a slight rotation. To have like a forward momentum more. There you go. Yeah, when I watch something, I'm usually always a lurker. I think I don't know if I ever... I'm not really a social media user necessarily, which is quite weird maybe, but you know, I never really comment on any videos. I never really comment on any live streams. I never comment on posts or whatever, usually. I never like stuff, usually. That's why my, I guess, like list on YouTube is quite, I guess... I was actually surprised how many likes I've, I guess, sent. How many videos I liked. It's like 150 or so. I thought it was less. But you know, after using YouTube for like, I don't know, 10 years or so, I think 150 is still quite low. Yeah, now you can see it looks way more as if he has weight. He actually has some weight to him. So the next step would be to transition this spot. Let's look at it in the animation. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. It's a good beginning. It just might be still quite quick, but it's better than nothing. Maybe he could even slide around the corner. Wait. I want to see what that looks like. No, actually, no, that takes so much time. I've seen the IK system, but I haven't seen the blueprint system. The way they showed off this, you know, this dynamic animation system was so weird, because, you know, they showed it with this robot shooting this laser, and then, you know, oh well, if the protagonist is like 10 meters further back, his arm moves a millimeter further forwards. You could also just, you know, maybe put him in the air and then he would like look upwards or whatever, not just like move his hand like a millimeter. It was kind of hard to see even for me, and I knew what it's supposed to do. Yeah, let's make this longer. So I'm gonna grab all these keyframes. What are these keyframes here? Those are... Yeah, why are they here? We don't need you. Delete. Oh, okay, hold on. But they're the same over there. Well, yeah, I know what we can fix there. How we can fix it. Yeah, they're all the same. Why do they exist? No, they're not. Why is the rotation different? Ah, who cares? Delete them. We don't need you. Oh. Make it cleaner. Easier to overlook. I mean, to see. Yeah, I mean, you know, they always make it seem as easy as possible, but, you know... You know that it's not going to be that easy. I like that. Now he's actually sliding. Look at this. Maybe not really sliding necessarily, but still. There's still not too much. There's still not enough weight, I think. He needs to move even further to the left side. Right there. Okay. What is this? Why does the spine rotate right there? Maybe we could make this longer as well. We'll see. Let's see. What if we just increase this a little bit more? Okay. Why does this not change? Oh, I know why. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you know, that's the good part. Usually, you know, there are a lot of systems in 3D programs that are quite similar. So if you understand it in one, you can do it in the others as well. Like the node system in Unreal, or in the shader system in, I guess, video game engines seems to be quite similar to the one that Blender has. You know, you just have to understand the different parameters that they have, and how you plug in the nodes. So I like the left leg. The left leg looks good. The right leg from looking in the camera. Yeah, I actually thought about maybe making a quick, or you know, like a stream, just looking into Unreal, maybe dropping in some of the assets that we've created in here on stream, just kind of test stuff out. Maybe, we'll see. I haven't really looked at the asset manager just yet, but I'll definitely look into it, or I'm probably gonna use it a lot once it comes out. That looks way smoother. Look at this. I also want to change this over here more, so it actually looks like it has weight. Oh wait. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually quite interested in you know, game engines. So maybe we'll look into that at some point. Probably. Just depends on. Yeah. You know, you can always just do like the one stream to just look into it and then decide what you want to do next. So it wouldn't hurt just to do like, you know, one day. What do you mean with computers functioning? Have we ever really done something where I mean, I guess the only way, you know, the only real evidence you could have would be geometry nodes. Trying to understand a system. Everything else I kind of understand already, you know, like the displacement system today I kind of understood already, because it's still displacement, just like, you know, in a different way. But yeah, I heard that before. It seems like I'm quite quick. I pick up things quite quickly. The first time I heard that was when I was in karate class, and since then it stick to me, or it stick to my mind, stayed in my mind. Which is quite helpful when you know, want to learn new stuff, because it's a nice boost in the beginning. when you press a button, you know what it is trying to tell it. Can you give an example? Oh, we have to add one more thing. I don't think if you would turn around the corner, you would hold up your leg like this. You would actually try to grab some, you know, you would try to, as if you would, you know, if you punch, you bring your arm back to then punch forward to create some velocity forward. You would do the same with this leg, which would probably mean that you would go from here back to here, like this. It looks weird, but I think that's how you would do it. We're gonna see if it looks natural in just a second. Yeah, I think that looks more natural. Okay. It actually looks too too slow now. It starts to run again. But we can probably fix that with the graph editor. Yeah, I mean, do you mean you can keep things in mind better? I'm really bad at that, or at least when it comes to stuff that I don't see important. Like I don't know. Sometimes I just learn stuff and then I forget it immediately, or I don't really learn it. I just, you know, I guess know of it and then it's just gone the next second, which is kind of annoying sometimes. Which is also kind of, you know, yeah, as I said before, I tend to understand systems pretty quickly, but I have a friend that is the exact opposite. So I sit there sometimes, you know, we have something new, or you know, we look at something new, like a new system or whatever. I understand it quite quickly how it works, but then I let him do it, and I'm getting frustrated in my mind. Just, you know, how, you know, it's right there, just do it, and he just tries to figure it out and it doesn't work, and I just sit there like, oh my god. Seems like we still get some quite heavy drops here for the frames. Hopefully it's not too strong. Good thing is I'm not playing games. In games you would see it way more. So you know, because this is quite I guess a basically a still image almost. You don't see the frame drops too much. But if we have a good, I guess that we could leave it there for now, for the animation, for this piece. I think that's a good beginning. I want to create a nice transition to the next step, to the next, you know, transition to the running animation, and then we have the first animation basically done. So we can go to the next one, which would be breaking through the door and picking himself back up. So let's do that. Yeah, it is actually quite fun for me to, I guess, you know, you can't break things down. Oh, so you have to look at it and basically, it's more visual. You learn more visually. You learn logic more visually than, I guess, by thinking about it. If that's what you mean. Okay. This looks weird. I'm going to pull it down. There you go. So one thing that I want to change also is I want to pull this further over here. There you go. Next step would be to put this foot on the ground. The first step would probably be to pull this leg higher, especially once he propels off the ground. Right there. This should be probably higher. So I'm going to pull this higher. Way higher. Maybe, yeah, like that. I actually... yeah, never forget the hips. Hips are very important for movement. I actually read somewhere, and I heard it multiple times now, that there are people that don't have a voice in their head when they think. So they don't, I guess, they don't say their thoughts, they just think them, which is kind of weird. I think it was like a 2/3 think or say their thoughts in their mind. The other 1/3 just doesn't, which was kind of surprising to me. Because, you know, if you only know one way to do it, you can't really imagine the other way. Wait, we're still in display capture. So it's super weird to just, you know, think of it like that, like, or you can't even think of it. Like, I couldn't even imagine thinking about something, but not saying it in my mind. Maybe you could probably relate it to stuff that is more unconscious, or something that just, you know, happens in your brain. Like, oh well, maybe not even then. Something that is more in the unconscious, you could probably relate it to that, but still. Okay, so now that is, you know, going forward, we have to pull this leg forward. We should probably pull it forward here already. No, right there. Probably right here to this spot. This might be too... No, that was pretty good in terms of the pose. I mean, yeah, but I think that's a little bit different. Conscious and consciousness. Isn't conscious more about knowing what you do and how that could affect others? And consciousness is more about doing stuff without thinking about it. So we have a problem right here. And that is... we could maybe fix it. Let's see if we can fix it. Which would be pretty annoying to fix. But the problem we have here now is that the beginning, the running animation beginning, we could have fix it pretty simply actually. We could just grab this and pull it all the way forward. Yeah. So if we move this to this position, hopefully that could fix it. Let's see. What if I just drag that on there? Okay. So that's a good beginning. Not perfect, but we can still work with that. Yeah. Concussions. Oh, sociopaths have low conscience. Psychopaths don't have a conscience at all. Okay. Yeah. So the next step would be, hold on, there's a problem right here, which is right there. We have still a sliding motion right there. So we have to push it even further forward. Right there, right? Wait. Yeah. Wait, is it there? Let's hope. Yeah, that could work. So why? Okay, no, why is it so fast now? Why is it so fast? He bolts forward like immediately. It's so quick that I can't even, that the foot just moves now. Does it look like that though? No, it works actually. So we don't really have to adjust it necessarily. So one thing that is still odd is the movement path. We still have this immediate switch in direction. I guess the change we could do here is we can go into this And then change the position here, right there. What we have to do here is we have to basically create like a curve. So, you know, to kind of change his direction fully, he has to run in like a curve to get rid of the forward motion that he had before, which means right there he immediately goes in this direction, but he actually needs a little bit of time to get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here and probably move it just a little bit more over here, and then we have to change the foot position again, like this. Yeah. You probably can't really see it in the camera, but I think it's quite noticeable if you don't look through the camera view. The only thing we have to change now is this position. Let's see where the foot is forward. Okay, there it is. So we have to move this foot a little bit more over here. Okay. Oh. The next thing that doesn't really look right is the upper body. I also don't really like the sudden movement. Are there let's see the graph editor, because I'm not quite sure. Okay, these are actually already smoothed out, so there's not a problem of, is this, no, which one is it? This one? Oh, wait, we haven't smoothed this one, right? No, it is smooth. No, it's not. Okay. Wait, where is he? There he is. It's sometimes pretty annoying that these graph editors aren't really the exact same length. You know, you have this one, which you have to set up the same way that you have this one, so you can immediately just go down here and have the exact same time. Which is kind of maybe annoying that it's kind of offset. Wait, can you actually? No, okay. See here, we have to add a interpolation. I guess we could just do that for all the keyframes. Let's see. Oop. Deselect everything, there you go, so we only have the position of the whole thing, the armature. And then we select, let's only select these two for now. Wait, it's here. I mean, we could also just select all of them, I guess. And then use the, where's the trader? There it is. We say Bezier. Okay, well, this is even worse. Hold on. What's the problem here? What if I do... Oh. So that's the problem here. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to probably pull this down a little bit, so we have a more smoother transition. So we have a very, very slight movement while he's turning around. Like this. I'm going to pull it a little bit lower. Maybe this higher. See, he kind of slides, but that's okay, I think. But it just looks a little bit smoother. It's still pretty quick though, how far he gets, but that's probably only because of how far or how quick the next keyframe comes. I don't think we can fit in two more steps into this animation before the running animation begins. We could also pull the running animation further back to fit in 2 more steps. We could also start the running animation differently. So that, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's quite quick. See how fast he bolted forward. Zip. Yeah, I think that's too quick. he would have to pick up speed before he released that fast. You couldn't, you know, build up that much speed, or you wouldn't have that much power to, you know, jump off that quickly and go that far. Out of nothing. That's the next one, right? Yeah, okay. We're gonna put this very, very close to here. Oh, I need to keyframe it as well. Maybe let's see what that looks like. Yeah. That's better. But then he just zip, is gone. So we probably have to pull out, or we have to make these. The next keyframe needs to be adjusted as well. This one. This one's way too far off. This one right there. Let's put it there first. I don't really know where to put it. Yeah, that's definitely better. Yeah, maybe even too quick still. That's better. Look at this. This is so much smoother. Yeah. Now it actually looks pretty smooth. Although this foot looks weird. We have to fix this foot. Although it looks pretty good. One thing we have to change. Although, I think that's okay. Although, hold on, I want to go in here and change the position of this hand before he goes into the running animation. Right there, it goes immediately in there. I'm gonna put in a keyframe right there. Maybe right there. That is basically just going back like this. So he has to pull it further forward. Yeah. And then the next one would be where he pulls his hand forward. This one isn't really needed. He keeps it back. I think that's better. So we're gonna keep it right there. Yeah. Now it's smoother. Now he doesn't pull it forward to then just pull it back again. He actually leaves it back there where it belongs. It's still pretty fast, but I think that's still way better than before. You could make it more natural probably, but that would probably require more work than I want to put in today. So I think this looks pretty good. Okay, let's see if we can fix the pipe now. He runs just straight through the pipe. See, ding. So we have to add like a small ducking animation there. So he probably begins over here somewhere. Let's start with this animation. First things first, what we have to change, we have to consider which parts of the animation we have to change, which would probably be the upper body, the head, we have the lower body, and everything else we'll keep for now. Maybe the hands as well, but I'm going to keep them there for now. So now that we have these selected, we only have them in this keyframe selection as well. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to delete a certain amount of keyframes here, so we have a small gap where we can, you know, change the position of these. So this is where he hits the pipe, which would be where the ducking pose would be the strongest. gonna just delete, I guess, these. Let's say. Oh, that's one more. There you go. Okay, that's all? That doesn't make sense. Spine, core, head. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay. So now we can use this head track. Oh. So now we can basically go in here and reanimate the upper half, or everything we've just deleted. First things first would probably be the core. Let's just begin by doing something. Maybe like this. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, then we can add the upper body as well. And then we can add the head as well. Oh, that's he's scraping his his bald head over the pipe. So we have to probably pull it a little bit lower. There you go. Dink. Oh, it doesn't hit it. He's right underneath it. Maybe we should make it more obvious. Maybe not. No, I think that's okay. So now that we have the basic shape here, we can... Do we even have to change more? We don't even need more keyframes, probably. Well, we could probably add some rotation to it. Although, it looks pretty good already. Okay, no. First of all, we have to consider the rotation of the upper body according to the position of the hands. We're going to change the hand position probably as well, a little bit, but I want to focus on these three pieces first. So this one's forward. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to change the hand later. Or soon. Look at this wiggle. It looks so weird. Dim. Okay. I think that's the driver kind of trying to recalculate. Actually, no. I think what we need to do is we need to change the hand position. Otherwise, I don't think we need to change the rotation of the upper body. So let's incorporate the hands now as well. We can probably just replace the frames that are already there. Right, there's the next one. This one could stay. This one needs to be lower. More over here somewhere. There you go. Oh, that's the wrong position. Wait. Oh, there you go. More like this probably. Insert. The other arm is still weird. We're gonna look at that soon. Why is there such a hump on the left side? Oh, who cares? Okay. So this arm looks good. This looks actually pretty good. We didn't really have to change much. But it looks quite good. It looks okay, let's say. I'm looking on both angles, not only camera at the bottom left, but also, you know, up there to just see it. Yeah, the next one would be the other hand. So let's do that now. What is that rotation? What are you doing? That's the next one. That works as well, but then the next one would be the big one. Yeah, we're gonna probably change the feet as well, although maybe we'll see. There you go. Look at him. Dynamic pose. Yeah, when he's lowering his body, his legs come up quite far. Okay, let's look at the legs now. So one thing that I always hate, but only when it's a professional animation, is when the animation of the feet animation. So okay, let's preface. I hate to see it in a professional sense, you know, in games or whatever, when it's, you know, a professional animation from somebody that does it professionally. But I also know that it's very hard to really get right. What I mean is the foot position in the running cycle, I guess. So what I mean is, usually you can see it very well in most games, or in a lot of games. The running animation usually either is slower or faster than the running speed of the character. You could see it more when it's slower. What basically happens is the same that happens here. If you look at the foot position, you can see that it slides over the ground. Not really there, but there you can see it a little bit. It works quite well in here. The position doesn't really change that much in this animation. But sometimes, you know, if this is the ground, if you would normally run, you would do it like this. But in the running animation that is wrong, you would do like this. Like slide over the ground. It's kind of hard to actually do or let's see. So if you do this and then you do the normal walk, but then if I try to imitate the wrong animation, it's like it's so hard to do, because if you do this, it's pretty easy, but if you do the other direction, it's like, oh my god. Okay, let's look at one step. It's like this. You slide forwards while you stand on one foot, like this, and that's one thing that I always look at, and every time it's wrong, I immediately see it. And yeah, it's probably just because, you know, probably in game development, you know, movement speed and all that changes so much that you don't really want to adjust your, you know, your foot position or your running animation speed every time you do a change there. So that's probably the biggest problem, or, you know, the reason most of the time that it happens, but it still annoys me. Okay, let's look at the legs now. Welcome back, and see you later. Okay. What do you mean? It's doing random things? Where's the selection? Oh, who cares? You don't have to excuse yourself. You decide what you do with your time. If you know, you've just come in here and say hello. That's more than you have to do. So I appreciate it. Yep. The problem here is that we need a keyframe in the middle right there. You can see that the foot basically goes from this position to this one, so you have a linear position where the foot basically does this, which wouldn't really happen if you runs like this. So the first problem we have here is probably this position. Although this is okay, the next one is bad. This one. So we probably add another right here. That's just down here somewhere. Yeah, that's better. It's not perfect probably, but it's better than before. One we should... No, we have to add it like this. Or... Maybe we shouldn't pull it so high. Maybe that's better. Yeah, that's better. You don't need to pull it that high. Well, there's one weird thing though. I just saw it. Wait, where is it? Wait, we can't even see it. Look at the left knee in the camera. It looks like it's bending outside like this. What is that? This is weird. We have to pull this closer into the middle. There you go. Okay, that's better. Okay. Yeah, you know, I tried to change the animation here as little as possible. That's why I didn't put the hand on the ground. It could be useful, but I also tried to make it as minimal as possible, like this dodge animation, just because I think it would take longer for him to put the hand on the ground. It would be less effective to put the hand on the ground than to actually just run and kind of duck. That's why I didn't put it there. But it's still a good idea. We're gonna put that, we have that in the next scene. He's probably still quite quick, but I think that's okay. Let me add a little bit more struggle into this running animation. Oh, that's interesting. What is this arm doing? What are you doing? Let me pull this maybe a little bit further out, like this. And then this will be even further out as well. I just want to see what it looks like. And then we have to change this as well. You know, I think that's better now. It looks kind of like he's trying to keep his balance more. I'll probably leave it there, like this. One thing I want to change though is the rotation right there. Keep it out, like this. Yeah, I think that's better. Maybe we can do the same with the other arm. Just kind of move it outwards more. There you go. I think that's pretty good. Oh, that's quite long. That's probably better. Okay. Let's look at this elbow pivot point, if that still looks good. Let's put it there. This one looks good. Yeah. Yeah, and the rest is also good. Okay. Let's look at it from the back. Yeah, I think that's better if he kind of spreads out his arms just a little bit more. Then he has some more control over his balance. You know, the more you move your hands outwards, the more the hands control the balance. And by pulling them more to the side, he has some more control over his balance using his arms. Let's see what that looks like from this side. Over that's probably cleaner. There you go. Maybe from the camera view. I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I think these two are looking pretty good. Let's get to the next ones. Before we do that though, I'm gonna go sit back down. Hold on, I'm gonna mute myself. Okay, so we have the first corridor section pretty much in a good state. We're at that state where we could add more detail, but it would also look pretty okay without more detail. Let's get to the next one. This piece here, oh no. So this will probably take a little bit longer, but we'll see. So he breaks through the door. Oh, he slides. So what we can do probably for the beginning here to just give us a good good start is probably just copy the leg animation of the running animation for this piece here, which would mean we grab this. Oh. Maybe even, no, that's not that. Everything else though, there you go. Only the lower body, just similar to how we did it. The ducking animation. Now everything is selected. Hopefully, yeah, there it is. And we have to select the few pieces here. Wait, no, we don't have to select there. We have to go in here and use the cycle beginning over here. We could probably use those. So we're gonna go in here and select these keyframes here. Let's use that many. Let's choose those. Copy and paste. Okay, that looks weird. Why does it get slower? I think that's a good start though. Okay, these pipes annoy me. Let me get rid of them. Where are you? There you go. Okay. Let's see. There's a short slide right there, which means this keyframe is the exact same, which means we can move these over here. Okay. So the next step would be to kind of figure this piece out, because he starts to run slower, it seems. Does he? It looks like that at least. Maybe the steps are getting faster, but the speed slows down just a little bit. You know what? We could also just cheat and not animate this piece because we're not gonna see it. But I think we haven't really set the camera position fully yet. We still have to change it a little bit. What I want to do probably is change the camera size or aspect ratio to from 1920 to 1920 1080 1920 1080. But we're gonna do that later. We're gonna animate everything and then we can still change the camera position. Okay, so one change that I want to do here is, first of all, I'm going to bring this closer in. Just because I think it looks better. Also, he ducks more, which means he has to lift himself up more. Wait. Yeah, we need one more step here to fill this piece right there. Right now he's sliding, but then he switches his leg position. So we need one more step in here. Maybe let's put it there for now. Let's see what that looks like. Oh. Okay, looks okay for now. Let's look at the other leg. The other leg looks very weird. Yeah, especially here. So what I'm going to probably do is just pull this further back. Okay. This foot needs to be on the ground. I just realized it looked weird before. That's better because no foot was on the ground. It looks like he was just flying. But it needs to be further back. Like over here. And then this foot needs to be on the ground there. Probably further forward. Over here somewhere. Yeah, that's better. Maybe even further forward. Okay, we're gonna put this foot where it was before, somewhere over there. Perfect. Okay, I think that's a good start. Now the feet look okay. One problem I see here is that this foot just immediately flies off in the air as well. That was the other one that looked weird. So we have to pull this one back onto the ground. Maybe over there. Let's just add another keyframe right here. At least it's better than before. What I want to do though is I want to pull this a little bit higher probably. Let's see. Yeah, let's see what that looks like. Oh. Yeah, now it's just kind of fiddling around. We've actually changed the wrong keyframe. No, let's see. What is this? Why is it going so high? That's way better now. It was so high before. We maybe not even need to put it that high here. Let's see, what if we put it pretty low right over here? And then this could probably be a little bit further forward because it kind of loses its speed going from here to here. Okay. The upper body just looks so weird when it's not animated. Looks like it's just freezing in one. Just his upper body is just not working anymore. Zip. Fully perfectly working and then zip. Okay. Yeah, I think we can continue his running animation a little bit longer, especially also in the upper body. What is that? Why are you so long? Okay. So we have a big gap right here that we have to fill now. I think the best way to do that would be to copy the running cycle again. That would be for this arm. Let's do the same for the other one. Okay, let's do again. This. No, let's copy these. I don't know how many I copied before. How many are those? I don't know. Let's copy them. Copy and paste. That's way better. Now it's actually not that long. Not as long as it needs to be, or as it was before, and I think that looks way cleaner. Okay. Now the next part would be the upper body, because it freezes up here. You can see there's no rotation anymore. Right there. So we have to do the same for the upper body. I can't remember where we copied it into. Oh, we can probably just look at this. There it is. Okay. So this, the same goes for this. And anything else? The hip. Oh, the hip is already still there. Okay. So only these two pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Copy and paste. Yep, we copied one too many. Let's try again. There you go. Copy, paste. Yep. Okay. Let's get into some details now when it comes to this part. Yep, we have one more problem right here, which is that this has one too many keyframes as well. You can see it just stays there in place. Right there. So we have to delete the first one. Delete. Oh, delete. Pull that forward. Do the same with the other hand. Delete. Okay. Now that's better. Okay. So my idea for this is that he actually reaches forward with his hand and then kind of pulls it back in. Let's see what that looks like. Which would mean that in this position right here, he would go from that right here to this. Although, you know what? I think he would use the other side, because if he's turning his upper body the whole time when he's running, he has his... No, wait. There's just one rotation that is missing. That is... Actually, no. No, I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Save it right there. We could probably make it a little bit more realistic by grabbing his hand and actually putting it not forward, but actually on his face. Like this, so he protects his head. Let's see if that actually, if we can actually make this look okay. Would that actually happen? Yeah, I think so. No, not really. The head wouldn't even hit the door. The shoulder would hit the door, which would mean we have to change the rotation of the upper body to more something like this. There you go. Okay. Probably also the whole rotation needs to be a little bit more drastic. Right here. And then these pivot points look kind of weird. Okay, one more. There you go. That's way better. Also, I will probably pull his arm upwards, more like this, to get the full arm in front of him. Like that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, what is that? What are you doing? Why is there this huge rotation there? Because of this, right? Yeah, we have to add some more over here as well. Right there. Looks so weird when it's just jiggling around like that. Oh my god, okay. I wonder why that happens. Probably because it is so far back that it kind of takes a little bit to really calculate it. So we can probably pull this pivot point a little bit further forward. Yeah, now it doesn't happen anymore. But it happens there still. What is that? Okay, that's better. This arm is still weird. I think I wanna... I think this arm needs to be reaching forward. So if I would run, and I would try to slam the door, I would actually keep it pretty close to my body, I think. So it would not go up. That's the wrong thing to do. It would go from this. Oh, because there's nothing here, okay. There you go. That's pretty cool, I think. Although I think I want to bring it, you know, if he's still in this running animation, he would probably pull his arm back quite quickly. Which means we gotta pull this back over here somewhere. Probably also rotate it. Okay. Welcome back, Yanis. Hope you've enjoyed your Thursday. Hope you're excited for your Friday. Maybe even the weekend. We're currently refining the animations. Okay, I wouldn't, you know, you don't have to say that now. I would probably ask it in maybe like a year. I think it's a little bit too early to ask that. I could ask you whether or not you've done the digital clock or display or whatever. So this would, it doesn't go as far as I want it to go. Probably, yeah. So I'm gonna pull this down a little bit. This looks still pretty weird. Can we add one right there? There you go. Wait, no, that's way too much. Okay. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's better. Perfect. Put that there. Import, import what? Oh, he actually stays there. Oh, actually quite, no, let's push it just a little bit more forward. There you go. Okay. I think that's okay. The upper body looks so weird. He does it too quickly, I think, turning into it. Or too slowly, rather. He should do it more quickly. Kind of hard to figure out what to do right now. One thing that I want to do though is we can go in here and I want to pull his upper body higher because he gets pushed back by the door. It's, you know, slight resistance, so he would probably do stuff like this. Okay, his arms would do the same. There you go. It's very slight, but I think it can help give this door some more weight. Maybe that's even too subtle. I think that's okay. I think I want to change the door rotation. The door rotation should be one further, so that he actually crashes into it before it opens up. Yeah, I think the worst part about this are the legs right now. They look so weird. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hold on. Aha. The body doesn't change height at all. He just slowly moves down. That's definitely better than before. A tidal wave. Hold on, let me Google that real quick. You mean, oh, I don't even know if you can animate huge waves in Blender. I know you can animate like the sea. I don't even know how tidal waves, you know, why do they, like, how are they being created? If you only want to make like a still image, I would probably sculpt it. That would be the first idea that I would have. Other than that, the biggest problem would probably be the foam. The foam would be the biggest problem. Yeah, there's an ocean simulation, but can that also do these, you know, tidal waves? I don't know. You can, yeah, I've never tried creating like the sea or water, really. So you you should probably not ask me stuff uh, about simulations in Blender. That's better now. Yeah, it's still choppy, but I think that's okay for now. I don't think so. But I don't know. Maybe you could. I don't know. Let's see. Blender. Tidal wave. Tsunami wave simulation in Blender. Vortex Blender deformer. Oh, okay. What is that? Aha. See? That's why I say ask me stuff that you can't very easily Google. I just Googled Blender tidal wave and that's the second result. I know you asked how I would do it, but you know. You have your answer. Oh, well, that's not really. Yeah, I think simulation wouldn't really be. I think simulations are more frustrating than doing that the other way. Well, you can then convert it into a geometry and then change it, or sculpt it. You know, you can use this and then use the geometry by applying all the modifiers and sculpt on top of it. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the only thing that really is missing is basically the foam. And maybe some deformations in this stretched area, because it stretched so much that it's basically smooth. So you could use another displacement modifier to fix that. Okay, so why do you look so scuffed? I think it's the arm. Let's see if that works. Yeah, but do you... Oh, okay, yeah, maybe... Yeah, that if you want to have like a collision with itself, then you would probably have to do either something else, or you just have to use sculpting to kind of put that in there. So I'm going to change this hand position. I want to try something else. That's just how it is sometimes. You know, water is probably the worst thing you could ask for in Blender. Blender's strong suit isn't really simulations, you know? And then you're asking about creating a tidal wave, which would include not only water simulation, but also water collision and also foam in that water. Why are there so many keyframes here? Get rid of this. I don't need you, keyframe. There you go. You know, it's one thing to try to simulate water in Blender. It's another thing to ask me how to simulate water in Blender, and then it's another thing to create a tidal wave to create water simulations with collision with foam, and then asking me how to do it. That's the pinnacle of impossibleness. Okay. This looks better now, I think. Oh, hello. What is that? Creating the entire Bible story. Yeah, let's animate every Bible. Let's animate the whole Bible. Let's create a Bible animation going from page 1 to page... I don't even know how long the Bible is. Let's see. How many pages does the Bible have? 1,281. That sounds like a project that Janis would do, so, by the amount of time it would take. Okay. I think that's okay for now. No, hold on. This looks weird. Why are you like this? This would not happen. Haha, hold on. This looks weird again. There's no end to this. We could maybe use the hand to create some forward momentum, maybe? Let's see. Which means that it moves forward before it comes back. Nope, does look even worse. Or maybe... This looks so weird. Okay, nope. That's why you need references. Let's see if we can find a reference of somebody breaking through a door while doing a full sprint. Let's see. Running through door. Plowing through doors. Intermediates you. What does that mean? Isn't it more intimidate? He doesn't really run at it. He just tries to walk and then bashes. Ah. Look at this. Look at this. So let's play it in slow motion, or let's just play it one frame, one by one. There you go. Yeah, don't give me the thumb. Let's play. Run. Oh, okay. So he runs, and then you can see his hands stay quite close together. I don't know why every frame is lagging if this is already loaded. You can play it in full speed, but not in every frame individually. So you can see right there, his hands just stay forward. You would have to mirror it for our animation, because this is the arm that he uses to hit the door. So now I think the problem that we have is that he does not so he runs pretty. So his feet do the exact same all the way to the door. The thing that changes is his arm. Do you know LA Beast? Probably not. He does pretty weird stuff in his videos. One of them is he tries to eat glass. The other one I know of is he eats cacti. Just completely dumb stuff. Just to, I don't know, show that he's a beast. Okay, that's a whole different technique. Come on, run. Okay. He's jumping again, isn't he? Nope, he's not. Okay. Well, he is. Okay, wow. I heard the best way to actually open a door, at least if it's not, if the door opens in, if you have to pull the door to open it, then it probably doesn't work. But to open a door, I guess the most effective way by breaking it would be to, if you open it by pushing it, you would kick the door right where the lock is, so that you hit it right where I guess the weak point is. Because then you focus all your energy on the part that is holding the door in the frame. Let's quick little fun fact. So if you ever need to break a door, kick the door where it hurts. Okay. Maybe it's the other arm. Aha! Military guy through the door. I don't even know that one. I know the Guinness World Record of somebody running through glass. Okay, let's we found probably the solution, so let's see. If I would plow through a door, I would put the arm that is towards the door further in the front. So you would basically do like this, but you try to, I think if you know, yeah, I had it so that he would do this, but usually what you would do is you would hit it with your shoulder, so your head wouldn't really hit the door anyway. I'm just like just jumping like this. That would be another option, or like jumping backwards, or just doing like a drop kick. What I could do though is I could use the other hand to put it in front of his maybe over here. That's probably better. There you go. Oh wait, that's the wrong one. That might be good. Yeah. By the way, if you're wondering where I got this dude from, I made it myself. And once this animation is done, I'm gonna, make him available for everyone. That is actually why I do this animation. This animation has multiple purposes. I love having projects that basically tick multiple boxes at once. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think this looks better. Probably just too choppy right now, so we need to add some more detail. So the idea of this project, I actually started this project 2 months ago. The idea was to, first of all, I wanted to create an actual animation with him, just because I've never done that before. The next, I guess, reason would be to, just do an animation on stream. And then I wanted to make him available for everyone, just because, if I would be somebody that would like to animate stuff, I would like to have, just a free, I guess, dude that I can use for animations. You could probably find a few, but, why not have one more? And then the next one would be... What was the next one? No, I think those were all 3. One, I wanted to test how flexible he is. I just wanted to, I guess, stress test him for animations. I wanted to make a quick promo video showing what you can do with them. And then I wanted to have I wanted to make an animation. I love putting projects together that kind of tick multiple, I guess, goals or just ideas that I have. And this is one of them. Okay, there's the problem right here. He needs to pull his arm forward faster. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you. Tomorrow there's gonna be no stream. Tomorrow's gonna be today's the last stream day of this week. Thank you for joining, Yanis. I appreciate it. Next week will probably be more eventful, you know. Not just animating. Maybe Unreal Engine, maybe not. We'll see. Wait, I actually wanted to write something. Oh yeah, let me just make a quick list what I had. Ideas. So there it is. So one was, oh yeah, sculpting in the individual face parts. Do you call that face parts? That sounds weird. Parts of the face, sculpting individual, let's say face parts. Just a note, okay? Don't judge me. Okay, sculpting individual face parts. And then we have, what was the other one? Animating. And then we have quick. We can probably do the same. We can do that in one day though. Individual face parts and a quick skin shader. There you go. Oh, we wanted to do particle hair fur. That could take 2 days. If not, then we have time for Unreal Engine. Perfect. Okay. Okay, let's continue. So there's a weird problem we have here, which is I think we need to add more here. Maybe there's just the gap I think is too big for it to really look smooth. That's better. That's pretty good. Although this looks pretty slow though. So what we can probably do is he can reach out further before he then hits the door. So he could probably do like this. Yeah, that's pretty good, I think. Let's see. Let's see it again. I think that's pretty good. It's still pretty slow though. He loses speed somehow. Does he? It looks like he does. See how he just loses speed there? That's probably a problem in here. Okay. What is that? Why is there another one here? Wait, there's actually no change in the speed here. Up until there, okay. But what we could do though, is we could... Wait, there is. Is there? Yeah. There's no... Oh, Z rotation. Okay, well, makes sense. But what if we just pull this further back just a little bit? It looks better. But this could make things worse for the other animation, but we'll see. I think that's better. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Boing, boing. Okay. Yeah, I think that's better. Now we have to see if the ducking animation still works. Hopefully it does. If not, then we have to adjust it. So it's right there. Oh. I mean, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay, let's look at it now. From the beginning to the current state. Wait. Okay, I have an idea. Hold on. Like this. Okay. Okay, well that's a horrible angle. Hold on. Wait, oh. I think that's okay. I think that is okay. So the next animation would be his recovery animation. This basically. Which shouldn't be too hard actually. Although this looks very slow. Yeah, but yeah. Still not too bad. Let's look at it in the camera's perspective. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's good. When I look at from the camera's perspective, looking from here at the door crashing, the door breaking. Wait. There you go. I think that's okay. It doesn't look fully smooth and organic, but I think that's I think it's good enough for now. Okay, I think that wraps up today pretty well. We've finished 3 animations, probably more of the easier ones. The next one would be, of course, him recovering and then turning around while he's running, which shouldn't be too hard. I think the longest, or the one that'll take the longest, would either be him trying to push the lever or trying to climb the ladder. There are quite a few custom animations here, which would probably be maybe 2 or 3 days, and then we would have probably all animations done. And then we can work on the environment, lighting, and everything else. So yeah, that's the plan. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Maybe you learned something new, maybe not. I learned something new, how to create tidal waves in Blender. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for being here. Hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Hope you enjoy the weekend. Hopefully it's not getting too warm. And yeah, we're gonna start on Monday again, of course. Probably gonna post a stream schedule on Sunday. Yeah, and probably... No, never mind. Yep, that's it. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for everything. Maybe I'll see you next time. Until then, take care and enjoy the weekend.